Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, the Jamaican people. Those of you who voted for Isat Buchanan, let me ask you a question. And before me ask this question, I know a lot of you believe in second chances. I ain't knocking you for the fact that you like second chances. All right? I'm not knocking you for that. Everybody deserves a chance. But the problem that I really have with the second chance is when you give a man a second chance, that man is supposed to understand the value of it. That man is supposed to be penitent, thankful, show remorse, and do better. So let me ask this now. Will you not shame so you vote for Isat Buchanan? I mean, it's a real question. And if you say no, it tell me who you are. It means that you are not good somebody. You are not good people. It means you don't love criminal. It means you are a criminal. It means you are dirty and filthy. I just mean I tell you the truth. Because Isat Buchanan was convicted of drug crimes in Jamaica. And somehow, Isat Buchanan get a clean police record to go to America. Isat Buchanan go to America and him engaged in the same criminal conduct. Yeah? Him get caught. He got caught. Ended up in prison. He was convicted, ended up in prison, and did over 7 years. Got deported. Now if a man get deported, that man have every right to pick up him life, make some changes in his life, start over, and get him life together. He did that. Went to the university, completed his studies, went to law school, got his Juris Doctorate. That's the beauty of second chances. Not the corruption on the police record. Yeah? Not that. But getting your shit together, going to college, getting your education. Yes. But then you get called to the bar because the General Legal Counsel, the body that is responsible for evaluating people's credentials, not just academic, but their character, twisted the rules and allowed Isat Buchanan at the bar to practice law. But Isat Buchanan was also a lecturer at the university too, the intellectual ghetto. So I want to understand where we're coming from. And I wrote an article like this that went viral a few years ago, talking about the fact that his story is not about redemption, it's about corruption. So he's practicing law. And of course, his job, it seems, is to represent the worst of the worst. Yeah? Which is every lawyer's right. It's his right. But he's a lawyer now. As if that wasn't enough, we elect him and put him in the House of Parliament. But before he even got elected to political office, he made some really outrageous comments on a podcast against the Director of Public Prosecutions at the time, Miss Paula Llewellyn. He had to retract that. He also made some rather disparaging comments against the entire police force, painting the entire police force as dunces. Because if a man don't get second chance and corruption involved, then go on and get educated, superbly educated, which I give him credit for, then that man is a dunce. And of course, when the pressure was applied by certain people in the force and the force came down on for the comment, he retracted it like the bitch he is. He retracted it. But he had said it. Yeah. And one of the things that was said by a police officer in high places to him is that any police officer could become a lawyer, but he could never become a police officer. Boom! Yeah. Boom! Well, you think that one would have thought that the conventional wisdom is that this guy would have started humbling himself No, that's not in his DNA. It's not in his DNA at all. It's not in his makeup. He got elected to parliament. And he just keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse with each passing day. The statements he makes, the things he says, no respect for anybody, no respect for any institution, no respect for anything other than himself and his party. And the thing is that he has this grandiose idea that he's somehow some kind of a savior for the poor, some kind of savior for the dispossessed, some kind of voice against the powers that be for the dispossessed and the impoverished. He's not. He's a narcissistic sociopath. That's what he is. So now he's telling the people who had their homes demolished that they should chop the government. He said it on a podcast, that they should go out and if they have bed leg pop off, they must make the government give them house and pay them for all of that. Now this dumbass ought to know that government had nothing to do with the demolition in Sri Lanka. Now, it was a court order. And as an officer of the court, because he's still a lawyer, as an officer of the court, he's out there telling people to break the law, which is to scam the government. He said government must build back their house, give them. Oh yeah? Let's see if that's going to happen. But not only was he telling them, giving them false information that government must build back house, give them. He's telling them how to chop the government, go make claims, fraudulent claims to the government so they could get compensated for stuff that never happened. This guy is an officer of the court. This guy is a parliamentarian. This is the level of depravity inherent in this malcontent. This is the kind of people these voters put into the parliament. And most of you couldn't stop him from getting a visa to go overseas. You couldn't stop him from dealing drugs. You couldn't stop him from getting arrested. You couldn't stop him from getting convicted. You couldn't stop him from getting deported. You couldn't stop him from going to university. You couldn't stop him from getting an education. You couldn't stop him from talking shit about the police. You couldn't stop him from talking shit about the DPP. You couldn't stop him from doing none of the things that he has done. But you had the power to stop him from entering our parliament, and you didn't. So it speaks to you. It speaks to your character, East Portland. It speaks to your character that you picked up this dish rag and turned it into a tablecloth. And now the whole country has to live with your vote. That's the bottom line. Now the whole country has to live with your decision, your misinformed, uneducated, unintelligent decision. Think this guy care about you? Doesn't care about you. He's a narcissist. He doesn't care about you. He likes the limelight. He likes to be seen like he's from the street. Yeah? Because they know that's the way to fame and popularity. So, you know what I tell you, the government? Just break out a national award for this fool. Give him an award. Because that's what Jamaica has come to. Guys, this has been the deep dive. If you like the video, subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell for the next one.